What up, with your boy Marco from Upside Down Studios. We are back with Motherfucking Monday. These holidays has been kicking everybody's asses and the different shit that's been going on. And so, Wednesday we might have an issue. I'm still up in the air. I might be helping host a show at a very, I don't want to say sketchy. It's just a very, it's frequented by the authorities quite often, we'll just say. The last time I was there was a Waffle House brawl. No, not that I'm downing any of it. The entertainment was great. The entertainment was top tier entertainment. And it was just, I felt like a kid again with just the folks I was around and everything. But I don't know if I want to spend New Year's with my old lady down in that motherfucker yet. So we're going to ponder that situation. That being said, from the deep dive, I don't like to see. I switched my cameras or whatever. You look huge next to me, like you are as big as the depiction of the guy that I got behind me of you. Like you are damn near that big. Like you are from his fucking waist to his goddamn head.
I mean, it's accurate. I don't like it.
I mean, yeah. Because our shoulders are about the same place.
I just remember walking through that street when we were in Cleveland, and the three of you are walking behind me, and I'm just clearing a path. It's like, all right, and I'm like, yeah, no problem. I'm like, I'm good.
That's what you do. We learn that's like rule number one at concerts, man. You find the biggest dude and you form a line right behind him.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it? It's just good. It's just good etiquette. I think it's smart. Yeah. How was your Christmas, sir? So hold on. You were telling me you did a bigger Christmas Eve.
Yeah, that's my grandmother. Even my grandparents. My mom always did Christmas on Christmas Eve. There's a late dinner, like around maybe 8-9 o'clock. It's a buffet. There's food for days there, and good food. Because I went to a Christmas party, and you can definitely tell what the bought food was and what the cooked food was. The bought food there, it was catered, it was top, but you could tell like the people who decide they wanted to bring their own pasta salad and shit in there. Yeah, definitely.
I'm all for a good potluck. Don't get me wrong, okay? But you don't experiment at a potluck. You bring your top tier business, okay? You don't bring, I thought I'd try this new recipe that I've never eaten. Listen, you need to, if you're doing something new, you need to do like 2 or 3 dry runs, serve it to other people before you bring it to that kind of thing. That's just
and just a little something from my knowledge of my different cultural barbecues and picnics that I've been to. Anything with raisins, don't do it.
Bro, I was gonna say don't include raisins in anything.
Dude, my ex's family, and this is where I knew that this whole Italian pride shit is just that. It's a bunch of horse shit.
Yeah.
My ex's family on one side was die hard. They swore on their Dago Red. They swore on their homemade pasta noodles. They swore on their sauce. They swore on all the, dude, their raviolis had raisins in them. I'm like, what the fuck is this? First of all, my grandma was from Sicily. What the fuck is this? What is this? Their sauce was shitty. The Dago Red That might as well have been the fucking vinegar that they stabbed Jesus with.
Victoria just commented, I like to live dangerously and make new stuff for potlucks. No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay. We don't do that. Hey,
especially also, Asian cooking. No.
Listen, also, we have a better history of experimentation than most people because we are good at what we do. It doesn't count. What I'm talking about is people just randomly be like, oh, this called for a bunch of raisins and get the fuck out of here. Don't do that.
Right there. As soon as you see raisin in the fucking recipe, I don't care if it's a cookie. Because those are even.
Also, yeah. What kind of piece of shit are you? Hey, oatmeal chocolate chip. There's no oatmeal raisin is for senior citizens and babies without teeth. Okay. Stop.
The only place I've ever seen a raisin good was in Raisin Bran. Raisin Bran cereal. I do like Raisin Bran. I do like that's it. That's it. It's Raisin Bran cereal. That's all. Every once in a while, when you see the little kids eating a box of raisins, you might grab a couple out the box. The gooey ones that stick to your finger. Might catch you. That's it. That is fucking it. If you need raisins in your fucking food, bring your own little box and sprinkle it on your plate.
Victoria just commented, LOL, if I want a raisin, I get an unpruned one called a grape. Totally fair.
Yep,
also, too, raisins covered in fucking sugar. They're not good for you. Like, raisins that don't have sugar taste like shit, okay?
Yes.
So let's just,
if they don't, they're full of GMOs.
Oh, come on. You could plant them and grow a fucking apple tree. Weird. Okay. It's raisins. Listen, I'm not raisins. There's a good, you could pack them in someone's lunch, good little snack. Okay. You don't need to include them in every recipe. There's
gross.
Yeah.
I don't include them in any recipe. Any. No raisins, no prunes.
Stuffing too, eh?
If you're not fucking versed with it, if you don't have that tradition baked in, stay away from the fruit. Stay away from the fucking fruit because fruit goes bad. Fruit gets funny. A lot of fruits don't mix together. Just stay away from the fruit.
Listen,
you can't miss with going to a store and nowadays the store-bought sweet potato pies or pumpkin pies are very fucking good. You can't go wrong with a chocolate, like a silk chocolate cake with some,
Bro, deep and delicious. Just get it deep and delicious. Everyone will be happy.
Right.
Let's calm down. Okay. That's anyone who knocks deep and delicious, you're the bad person. Okay. If you don't like deep and delicious, you're the problem, not anybody else. Okay.
He froze up.
I love when people are like, oh, it's a potluck, but I don't have time to cook. Good. Grab some ice cream, grab a deep and delicious. Some good potato salad with a lockdown. What just happened? You know what happened?
Both of us I was hearing you. Yeah, everything kind of.
I don't know. I wonder why no one has made a great. I can hear you. I wonder why no one has made a grape pie before. Technically, they are berries, right? I mean,
I'm sure some Greek or some Italian has tried.
I gotta look it up. That's fine. All right, Victoria, you want to be like that? Grape pie.
Well, yeah. I mean, they got grape fry pies.
It's just a tart. So it's just jam pie. It's not. Yeah.
And not to sound racist or nothing, I grew up in the projects. I would have had a grape pie. I grew up with enough black folks. I would have had a grape pie. I've had sweet potato pie. I've had buttermilk pie. I've had cheesecakes of all different kinds. I've had fucking pudding pies. I've had, all that type of shit, all the way to the cornbread that's real sweet that you can just. I love fucking sweet cornbread. But
bro, I've been. I might make cornbread. That's actually a good idea. I'm fasting today, so I can't eat today, but tomorrow. Interesting.
Like Miss TT across the street used to make something called hot water cornbread. And it was made on top of the stove, and it was like I'm not exactly sure how it was made, but
which for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But it was so moist and so. I mean, you melt a little bit of butter on top of it. Oh my god.
Well,
But
now I'm
anyways,
hot
getting
water
back to
cooler.
news.
Yes.
The first little bit of thing that I saw today, it kind of itched my ass. It says the headline said something about U.S.
All right.
Agrees to give $2 billion in aid to the UN. The UN is bitching because that is far less than the US was paying on. So 2 billion is not enough to just throw away on people that where we already seen they were blowing the money at.
Let's be honest. You know what the U.S. should do is go in and and just confiscate the United Nations building. Be like, all right, go somewhere else. Fuck you. That's what they should do. Because this shit, hey, it's ridiculous.
Apparently, Trump's his what was the quote? Something about either downsize, live with it, or die.
Bro, that's good advice. That is good fiscally responsible. Hey, you know what? Figure it out. Downsize your shit to be more affordable, or you're done. Those are your options. Okay.
It was like I said with the whole everybody was bitching about the PBS thing. You know, the government, our government was giving PBS 15%. I believe it was 15% of their income or their funds or whatever. 15%.
That is not a lot.
If you cannot maintain your fucking whole system, missing 15%, you don't need to be running. That's a government ran fucking radio station. And then if that's the case, y'all motherfuckers don't need to be talking shit about the president.
Listen, too long, companies, governments specific, have been running with, hey, we either use our budget or we lose it. That's ridiculous. Okay. The process should be more refined because the fact is, how many times you see people, oh, we got new computers. Why did we get new computers? Our computers are already new. Oh, well, we got to use our budget. How about pay people, fuckers? Okay. How about that?
Or even just let it roll over and then put a cap on the rollover.
Listen,
you know, I mean, because you know somebody will bitch that, oh, this county runs more efficiently or whatever, so they got these millions of dollars or billions of dollars saved up. There'll be another county who wants to blow their fucking money and then whine that they, you know, it's unfair.
There's too many people that have been running as if every year is a surplus year, right? Like, look, hey, the best companies, and if you look up Schneider's, okay, from back in the war, I think it was Schneider's, didn't lay off one person during the war, okay? And their whole thing was, we operate as if we're in a depression. All of our costs are like we get it down to the lowest possible, and that's how we operate. Times are good. We're making great money. Good. Lowest possible expenses. Why? Because when times are bad, belt's already tight. We're good.
Right.
We have extra. We're good. Everything's fine. People who operate as if it's a fucking surplus year on a annual basis have problems. That's when you get debt. That's when you have collections. That's when you have fucking people knocking on your door. You don't need any of that shit. Okay.
Right.
What you need to do is fucking organize your shit so it's reasonable, cost effective, and you can operate even if times go bad. Good. We got it tight. No problem. Right. It's the same idea. If you're fat as fuck, you don't go, oh, I'm going to gain weight on Christmas. No, motherfucker. You should have been trying for the last month to lose weight so that Christmas is not that bad.
Right. Or accept it. Accept it.
Or fucking, yeah. I believe it's called congestive heart failure, where you eat so much that you fucking die. Yeah, that's fine. Those are your options.
You know, I had one good plate at my mama's house. It was excellent food. Everything was top tier. I give it up to my mom and my daughter Julia. They showed up with the dinner. I stayed the fuck out the way. Like I said, I had me one nice good plate, couple glasses of coquito, and I was done. Here's your gifts, everybody. Usually we wait till midnight. Hey, people got fucking. I had to be at the shelter in the morning. Dogs don't know it's Christmas, so I mean, I mean, that's just like I'll be there New Year's morning. I won't be partying on New Year's Eve. I mean,
Yeah. Look,
again,
hey,
the dogs don't know it's a new year. You know how depressing that'll be for that dog if it
yeah,
did?
they're starting their new year lonely and sad. That's not
Right.
nice. It's not
No,
nice.
not at all. Not at
You know?
all.
Yeah.
So, I
I
mean,
think I think that's we have to I think that's a commendable thing though, is to, you know what? Just because it's a holiday doesn't mean you need to gorge yourself, doesn't mean you need to get shit faced, doesn't mean you need to do any of those things. Just fucking calm down, enjoy yourself. It's fine.
I'm going to
Okay?
get stoned like a Muslim whore. I'll tell
Sure.
you that.
Bro,
um,
I got high on Christmas because so we went to a friend's house and we arrived at like 11 o'clock. And we were cooking brunch and then we were doing a late dinner and we were cooking the whole time. And I got high and then I fucking ate myself to death. And I was like, bro, I was full after breakfast. Dinner time, I thought I was gonna die. I was like,
yeah, that's something I wanted to address because
all right.
it's been a while since the comment was made, but you fucked it up. Well, I fucked up typing it because I was driving when I was fucking voice typing it, so it didn't come out right. But when you were having the discussion with the blonde girl
Yes,
in your
Krista.
other show, and I said that I know how to take you out, what I meant was with one of my joints.
Yeah.
Seen you smoke half a joint and be like, I ain't gonna be able to drive tomorrow.
No. I like to if I smoke a joint, I need a solid 5-6 hours. I need a solid 5-6 hours of fucking nothing to enjoy myself.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild to me.
No, you know what? I'll tell you why is because like if I'm smoking a joint, it's gonna be a strong joint because I want it to get me high. I don't want and I'm out of practice enough that I get a strong joint. It'll be probably what, a gram for a fucking proper cone. Yeah, that's a lot. 2 grams is a lot. Like I'll do a gram and a half,
dipped in oil and then rolled in diamonds.
Yeah, you need to fucking detox there, bro. That's yeah. It's the same idea. Like if the drugs aren't working, I'm doing too many drugs. I gotta calm it down. Right?
Well, see, I mix it up because right before we started the show, I hit like 3-4 dabs, and then I lit a joint, and then after I smoked a joint, I smoked a cigarette, and now I'm smoking this joint, and then I got my vape sitting next to me.
Yeah, well, yeah, that'll do it. That's it. Yeah, you may need a detox, sir. Yeah, you may be. Look, you and I have both been there when you smoked something and you're like, oh, this is nothing, and everyone else got high, and I'm like, yeah, that's because you have a problem, sir. You're not that you have a problem, you have a solution, but you know, it works too well. It works too well. That's fine.
It may not be the solution, but it's a solution.
It's a solution. That's, I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's, I get it.
So something else, you know, we me and one of the other hosts of one of the other shows don't see eye to eye on is the way California is and how it is ran. We brought up on one, I believe, did we talk about it on the show, or was it after the show we talked about the gas in California?
I think we talked about it on a show.
Yeah,
maybe.
Well, to recap, you know, I didn't know this. The first thing I was flipping through, you know, YouTube thumbnails and shit, and I come across gas $7.35 a gallon.
Oh yeah,
and that was in California. I clicked on it. I'm like, wait a minute, my gas is $2.35. So I clicked on it, and here, California got some fuckery going on beyond, you know, the other the surface bullshit.
Yeah.
I guess first of all, like when the regulations and the taxing and all that shit started getting real bad, most of the companies moved out of California, like the big tech companies and the big, you know, machines and shit like that. They moved out of California. So in order to stop that, California instated some kind of penalty where you owe them like 20 years worth of taxes or whatever, or however long they speculated that business could have been there forever.
which is mental.
Right. And so I guess new regulations are coming up. Even though Trump has cut regulations, California has to have their own gas.
Of course.
First of all. And so they refine it there. And their biggest refinery just pretty much said they can't afford to be there anymore. They actually paid off their penalty. It was cheaper for them to pay off their penalty than to fucking stay and do business in California anymore. And now California is trying to sue them. I mean, they're moving to Texas. So, I mean, to go, I forget how many billions of dollars it was that is going to get soaked into California just for them penalty. Millions, billion. It might have been a couple billion. Which would have been, which is going to get soaked into California, just like all them rescue funds. Where's that money going? Start tracing the money, because last time it all went to Gavin Newsom's wife.
Yeah.
So
she needed new things. There was a fire. She needs a new outfit for it. Come on, don't be ridiculous.
So, yeah. So now another thing that don't like to be said though, that gas isn't only coming from California. It's also coming from South Korea and India. And where are they getting their oil and gas from? Just ponder that situation.
Russia?
South Korea gets their oil and gas not from the United States. That would be stupid. That is coming from North Korea, which is coming from Russia.
Yeah. Does that really? Are they getting their oil from North Korea? Because that would be fucking hilarious.
I would think that would be the only feasible way. Don't quote me on it, but
I'm going to find out right now.
Yeah, I mean, it would be stupid to go get your oil from all the way around the world when you could get it from the pipeline that's sending it to right next door.
Oh, so South Korea heavily relies on Middle Eastern countries for crude oil. Yeah. Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Iraq, the United Arab Emirates,
Russia,
and the United States. Weirdly, other important sources: Kazakhstan, Oman, and Qatar. Listen, hey, these people. Hey, I noticed this. So years and years and years ago, we went on a vacation to Cuba, which I have never been back because it sucked. Beautiful country. It's fucking weird though. It's poverty is weird there. It's too much, right? It's because I'm on vacation. I don't need to see this shit. Just, you know, and they had the refinery pipes that stick up into the air with fire, right?
Uh-huh.
We've all seen those. And it would light up the night sky. It was actually quite beautiful. But I was like, that's weird. So you guys have oil. Where do you guys, do you guys refine? Like, that makes you self-sufficient. They're like, no, we can't refine it. Why not? Yeah. Who refines it? Canada. And I'm like, hold the fuck on. You have oil, but you're not allowed to refine it. So you have to send it to Canada. Canada refines it. And then you have to buy it back from Canada. They're like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, so the entire oil industry is one big shell game.
Yeah.
You can dig up your oil, but you can't refine it. You got to send it to these guys. And then you have to buy it back from them at a premium. Hold the fuck on. Okay. None of that makes any fucking sense.
The bad thing is, if you look at the whole science of gasoline and the origins of it, it's a byproduct. It was the waste. Gasoline was the waste of refining the oil.
Yeah.
So now, I don't even know what the oil would be used for now.
So petroleum is used for a lot of different things that we don't even realize that it's being used for.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, the crazy part is the refinement of oil produces gas. The refinement of gas produces propane. So you're going, okay, so hold on. Because you can't turn propane into gas, but you can turn gas into propane. Okay. And propane is significantly reduced price, lasts longer and stuff. You're going, hold on. So then what? Because there are a lot of taxis run on propane.
Uh-huh.
And you're going, okay,
or natural gas.
And you're going, so the problem with natural gas is natural gas. It's not oil turned into anything. It's natural gas, and then they clean it, and that's it, right? So it's its own resource. But you're going, okay, so if we're refining oil and we get gas, and gas we refine it and we can get propane, why wouldn't we have an entire industry where everyone runs on propane for the simple fact that we can break it down and make it cheaper for everyone? That makes sense. And they're like, oh no, we can't do that. Why not? We just can't do that.
It'll blow up.
Why the fuck not? Every gas station has a propane tank for fucking gas for barbecue.
Yeah.
So what the fuck are you on about? Like none of every industry that we've seen, you're like, look, we should have had flying cars, but some guy's like, yeah, but I got a tire company that'll ruin my tire company, so we can't have flying cars. Why don't you get fucked, you asshole?
Started the fucking whole shit on the weed. The paper companies. People were starting to make fucking paper out of hemp, and paper with big paper, I guess.
Hey, there's a whole thing where they're like, so a crop of trees used to make toilet paper, the same size crop of hemp plant. Remember, hemp and weed is not the same thing, right? So like you can get hemp stalks from weed, but not all hemp grows weed, right?
Right.
I think it's a male female thing. I'm not 100% sure on that, but so, and the fact is that a crop of hemp can not only make, so this is for toilet paper purposes, is that a crop of hemp can make, I think it's 4 times as much in a year than a crop of trees for toilet paper. And the fact is that's because the hemp can grow every 3 months long enough to chop it down. So you're going, hold on, it takes fucking, remember, there are stories about new crops of trees being grown, and 100 years later, they're like, your trees are ready. Why don't you go fuck yourself, bro? I needed my trees back then, you asshole. Okay, so like the whole idea is just one big shell game from, look, cotton, the whole point of cotton could have been replaced by hemp for material, for paper, for all sorts of stuff. It's because people didn't want their industry to be affected. You know what? You should have failed, you piece of shit.
I just watched a review. They're using like the hemp waste, like the stems, and they're compressing it. It looks like old school brickweed, and they're using them for heating logs in houses.
Yeah, works great.
And they lit quick. They stayed on fire long. They didn't stink like they didn't make no smell or anything. The guy said it smelled like hay, actually, and they were like, yeah, I think that you buy them like I think he paid like $12, and you got 6 bricks, and you use 3 at a time, and 3 last for like 4 or 5 hours. Like it was, they were top tier. I mean, so yeah, I mean, and you even see it now. The oddness of it with the whole. Everybody was for the legalization of weed. Everybody was for the legalization of weed. The pharmaceutical companies, they're doing their thing behind the scenes. We all know that.
Yes.
But who took the major hit on the legalization of the weed? We talked about this a couple shows ago. The alcohol industry.
Yep.
Now, all of a sudden, people just changing their thinking. We got governors 1 minute saying that weed was good. Now they're going against everything that the voters have said. That we spoke. Your time to put the new law or regulations has came and passed. We voted on it. We said okay to your bullshit rules, and now all of a sudden you're taking them away. Like what was it in Maryland? People voted to have legal weed, and now it's on the ballot to make weed illegal again.
Isn't that weird? The people spoke. You're done. What's the problem? Bye. That's the frustration of it all, is that it's like, and that's the problem with our current state of democracy, is like, no, they're not listening to the people. They're doing their own thing, and then you suffer. It has nothing to do, because look, hemp could have been North America's bamboo, right? Bamboo grows. There are crops of it. It grows. They use it for structuring. They use it for all sorts of stuff. And now bamboo is being refined into material and stuff like that. hemp could have been that for North America because we can't grow bamboo properly. We don't have the proper climate.
Right.
But so like we could have had something great, but no, some ass was like, yeah, but my cotton, yeah. Fucking eat shit and die. It's very confusing because you can create a sustainable existence, but people are like, yeah, but then I'm not going to be rich. Okay, fuck you. How about that? Right?
Yeah,
It doesn't make any sense.
Fucking voted. I mean,
If the people have spoken, who the fuck are you to say no?
exactly.
Right?
And speaking of votes, something that's being real swept under the rug. So back when Trump ran for his second run against Biden and supposedly lost, there was a phone call made from Trump to the governor or somebody down in Georgia.
Yeah.
And Trump said, how did 3,500 vote or ballots just magically disappear or reappear or turn up or whatever? And Trump said, find my 35,000 votes.
Right.
So with that, the J6 committee and all these fuckwits in Congress have used that little premise amongst a bunch of others to do a lawsuit in Georgia for not only was it I believe a RICO Act, but also a voting tampering, whatever, all that. Then came the Fannie Willis debacle because she was the one who was prosecuting him. She's been in court a lot lately, making a fool out of herself in front of these fucking people. But in that whole her trials, we find out that Trump was wrong. There wasn't 35,000 or even 3,500 votes. There was 300,000 non-registered, non-checked over, non-nothing votes. So Trump was wrong about the numbers. He was wrong. I will give y'all that. Trump was wrong about the fucking numbers. But he was right that there was some shindiggling going on down in fucking Georgia and Fulton County.
Okay, let's be honest. That's a song name. Shindiggling down in Georgia is 100% a song name. That's maybe a band. Maybe a band. Yeah. I'm shindiggling down in Georgia. I mean, yeah, listen, jail immediately, straight to jail. Like,
and this chick is showing up in court looking like Aretha Franklin. Big white fur coat. And she's like trying to bully the fucking like Congress. I don't know if that was Congress or whoever the board. I think it might have even been the Bar Association. Whoever the fuck. They were higher than her.
Like, honestly, and realistically, if you are in charge of counting ballots and you try, if you make a mistake, mistakes happen. It's fine.
Right.
But if you actively try and finagle something, jail immediately. If you are in power and you try and get rid of something that, like, look, 300,000, that's a lot. That's not, look, let's be honest. 3,500, margin of error. 35,000, that doesn't look right. 300,000, you're fucking going to jail. You're going to jail, right? And someone is like, "Oh, I didn't know." You didn't know that 300,000 jail. Hey, jail. We'll figure it out while you stay in jail because you deserve jail.
The 300,000 were all for Biden.
Okay.
And it has nothing to do with them videos that we all saw of people kicking everybody out and then pulling the fucking boxes from under the tables. And we didn't see that. We didn't see that. That never fucking happened. Remember, we were nuts.
Hey, that was the crazy part is here's a video of people bringing out ballots that were They got everybody out and then pulled out these other ballots, and you're going, jail immediately. And they're like, it doesn't depict. We just saw the video. What are you talking about? You can't tell. You can, like, it's this crazy thing where people are like, oh, it's out of context. Okay, explain the context that this makes it okay. Well, I don't have to. Yes, you do. You do have to, or you're going to jail. Jail immediately. Why is this? I don't understand where people are getting this idea where you're like, oh, it was an honest mistake. No, motherfucker, it ain't. It ain't. There's nothing honest about this shit. Bunch of
not
bastards.
one fucking bit. So now, also here's a little tidbit that got kind of ran through and nobody talked about. Right before Christmas, Representative Al Green, we all know that fuckwit, put forth articles of impeachment on Trump again. It'll never make it. They don't have the votes. But the fact that these idiots will try, if they even come close to getting the seats in the House, or if it's going to happen if they get the House. If the primaries come and they take over everything, or even get a margin or whatever, they are going to start impeachment proceedings again. I'm gonna just let you fucking people know this has nothing to do with dictatorship. This has nothing to do with breaking the law. You will give Trump another 4 years. Because if he's impeached, according to the rules of impeachment, he is able to run again.
Oh, for
if
real?
You infringe on his fucking first term, which you did, fucking did, so he could have pulled. I don't even think anybody said anything about that to him, because he would have probably pulled it. But they had him so tied up in fucking lawsuits and shit. Also, I believe the E. Jean Carroll thing is fucking thrown out. I believe that's all fucking.
Okay, let's start here.
I'm not
Al
exactly
Green,
sure, but I think I heard that the Supreme Court was like, hey, no, this was fuckery.
Listen, Al Green is 78 years old. Right there, whatever he says, just send him to home. You're too old to be involved. How about that? Okay. Also, he looks like a wolf man. Who the fuck is this guy? Okay.
Dude, he's fucking constantly screaming racism. He's he's another Maxine Waters. He's the male Maxine Waters. The chick who looks like fucking James Brown.
Yeah. Well, he looks a little like. I mean, they may be family members. Who knows? But you're looking at it and you're just like, bro, you're 78. Get the fuck out. Just like, hey, the idea, not only should there be age limits, there should also be term limits. Both those things that have gone on so long and so unchecked that this is what is deserved. It's a shit show that should have been fixed a million years ago. And if the president should have a term limit, if there's an age limit on anything, there should be a maximum age limit as well. And term limits, that's just good politics. That's absolutely ridiculous.
And speaking of people who are family or might be family, so people are starting to do, because Elon Omar is saying that she never married her brother.
Okay.
Swearing up and down, pulling down all kind of posts and shutting down all kind of accounts. Well, apparently some people got a hold of her genealogy.
It wasn't her brother, it was her dad. It's even worse.
It was her brother. They were all the same people at the family reunion. Yeah.
That's some sketchy shit, bro.
And the amount of shit that they're finding, and the money that like Tim Walz, he had to have been I don't see him being that smart. I don't see Tim Walz being that smart.
He's a little bit of a retard, eh?
Yeah.
Like,
so I mean,
is like, a little retard. Like, yeah.
And just if there's Mr. Algorithm, if you are listening, why don't you send this up the chain? It might help out whoever. Look, why don't you just say you're going after you found a bunch of people who did fraud?
Sure.
Don't say it was the fucking Somali nation. We know. We got a feeling. If you just name a company, if the company is, we know it's the Somali nation. All right.
Did you see the daycare that didn't spell learning correctly? There's no N. It's just luring, which I'm like, leering? You're leering school? What is it? Hey, I'll be honest with you. Like the amount of stuff coming out right now, I think I sent you a couple of things where it's just like, oh, you've been given $4 million and you're taking care of 102 children. Good. Can we see the children? They're like, hey, wait, they're like, how come your learning isn't spelled correctly on your poster? Like, that's the name of your company. Like, what's happening here? And they're like, where are the kids? And like, the best part is the immediate, I know English. What? What do you mean no English? You're just speaking English. Bro, come on. Like, at least fucking try.
If you're going to do it right.
I mean,
that makes them look mentally handicapped, and Trump already got in trouble for that. Remember,
bro? I remember growing up how that like was a fucking like that was a huge thing, and then you're like, oh, that is pretty mean. Wow, yeah. Well, you learn. That's fine. I mean, I still find it funny, but.
I mean, retard's making a comeback.
I'm happy about that shit.
Yeah, because retard is a good word. First of all, it used to be a medical word, whether you liked it or not. It was just like penis or vagina, retard. It was all the same shit.
Hey, it used to be mongoloid, so everybody needs to calm the fuck down, okay?
That is a step up from mongoloid. You don't want to be called a mongoloid.
I would, hey, you know what?
That was like for one of the old Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Wasn't it the Mongoloids?
Mongoloid.
No, it was a
definition for mongoloid baby. Mongoloid baby is an outdated, offensive, and inaccurate term formerly used for babies with Down syndrome.
Yeah. And
you got a mongoloid baby?
Retard isn't even used for people who are handicapped. You don't call a handicapped person a retard. You're a fucking retard if you do that shit.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah. Retard is just like faggot. It's non-gender. It's non-binary. It's non-fat. It's dairy. It's one of them words that it has nothing to do with homosexual. You're just being a faggot. I mean,
listen. If you're hurt by my words, I don't care. Just so you know, I don't care. Okay. You said retard. I'll say it a lot worse. Hey, I had somebody go, did you just say the R word? I'm like, you better calm down or I'm going to call you the F word. And they were like, okay. I'm like, yeah, just fucking relax. Okay. Just, if you're offended by my words, trust me, I'll make it worse.
That reminds me of one of the jokes that I do on stage about my grandson. He says, well, Papa, what's the funniest race? What's the funniest race?
What's the funniest race?
The one at the Special Olympics.
I feel like they should categorize those races.
You know how many blood holes like tighten up and then loosen and then clinch right back up again? It's like a reverse prairie dog.
I like this where people. So I'm looking through the whole definition of mongoloid, and people are like, it's offensive. Why? Why is it offensive?
It just sounds fucked up.
Hold on. So there's a whole thing where you're like, okay, so the differences in bodies, okay, in body like bone shape and everything, used to be Caucasoid, Negroid, and Mongoloid. Okay.
Yeah, the first two aren't going to work, and the last one is just hilarious. I mean,
but they're like, oh, it's been disproven. Why? What has been disproven about it? They're like, modern genetics has shown that the concept of distinct human races in a biological sense is untenable, and there are no sharp distinctions between populations. Wait, so you're going to say, So you're going to stand there and say race is a spectrum now? Calm the fuck down, everybody. Okay.
Well, I mean, kind of. If anything was going to be a spectrum, it would be races because there's all different colors. I mean, that's the only one that makes sense.
But hey, there's still distinct differences. So like it's weird. People are like, it's outdated and offensive. Why is it so offensive?
Yeah, why can't white men fucking jump? They made a movie.
Bro,
everybody fucking loved it. Wesley Snipes.
It was actually a good movie. So, yeah.
What was it? Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
darkness.
Why are there more white people playing water polo? It ain't because of the money.
I mean, yeah, okay. Like, listen, I remember how people were like, "Oh, there was only like one black guy who was playing hockey." I'm like, okay, can he play hockey? Yeah. What's the problem?
Fucking let him play.
What? Oh, well, he's black. So,
the fuck's that got to do with it?
He was in the NHL. He's like, well, people were racist. Okay, but people are racist. Get over it. Is that a you problem? Well, I was offended. Who cares? Be offended. Move on. You got to stop everything. Like
most people,
that's fucking mongoloid activity. Okay, that's what that is.
Most people I've noticed are more offended for something that ain't even being affect, like that don't even affect them. Like the person, like if something is said to somebody, and the one person didn't mean it in a certain way, and the other person knows, and they just go about their business, that'll be fine. But then this third party always got to stick their dick in the mix, and they're like, "No, I was offended, and that's offensive." And he broke
all the times to get frozen, bro. You got frozen. Is like, got to stick their dick in. And just stopped. I'm like, there you go. That's how that works.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. You're back.
I mean, sticking the dick in.
Yeah. Well, that's hey, you know what though? How many times is that the issue? Is somebody uninvolved, uninvested in the outcome has to pipe in and be like, that's a prop. Hold the fuck on. None of your business. Get the fuck out of here. Okay.
Right. So circling back to California, because I never got finished. California got a bunch of fuckery going on there. So, the whole thing about the gas was just like kind of a little recap. So going on in the first Trump administration, there was talks about this. I think it started even before Trump. But California supposedly was putting up a high-speed rail.
They've been doing that for a long.
They've been taking money from the taxpayers forever. Yeah. They have not made one milestone. They have not made one deadline. They have not made one fucking bit of progress in this whole thing. Trump decided that he wasn't going to fucking put any more money into it. That's government money. If anything, that should be going to your people. I mean, we already had the magic lightning bolt that only took out certain houses and streets around that time. We also had the UFO sightings that were going up and down. The one part that just magically burnt up while the invasion was coming up through the border. People thought we didn't notice that. But so California decided they were going to, or Gavin Newsom decided he was going to sue the Trump administration over this high-speed rail. And the headline goes, California abandons lawsuit against Trump administration in train to nowhere fight.
Ta-da!
End of the line. California has stopped suing the Trump administration for pooling $4 billion in federal funding. $4 billion, and that was in this administration. Did they get $4 billion or more in the last one? And in the one before that? And in the one before that? And where's the $4 billion? It ain't in the fucking water. I'll tell you that.
This is fucking hilarious, bro. Bro, we both got locked down. It's fantastic.
Am I back?
Now we're
I hear you.
Yeah.
So I'll just read what it says here. $4 billion in funding for the state's troubled high-speed rail. Transportation Secretary Duffy called the long-delayed effort a boondoggle, citing years of missed deadlines, rising costs, and failure to meet key milestones. Wow, wow, wow.
You failed. I'm not giving you any more money. I don't understand why that's a bad thing.
That thing was never going to go up. That was just a. Remember, what was it? The Simpsons episode where they talked about Monorail. That's all that was.
Yeah,
that's all that was. The Simpsons told y'all what that was.
And that's the worst part is that you're like, no, they should have transit. You're like, what I don't understand is this, Marco, is that the idea of, oh, we want money to make public transit. That's a good thing. Absolutely. Make more transit. No question. Oh, but we're just going to steal the money. We're not going to make it. Oh, okay, then I'm not giving you any more money. What? Why aren't you giving us any money? Well, because I gave you the money to make it. You didn't make it. Now you're fucked. No, but we were going to make it this time. Too late. That's why is it? Why? I mean, what makes
goes
this
back to the? This goes back to like the early 90s, dude. Because they actually made fun of it on the movie, the Richard Pryor movie, Moving. He went down. He was supposed to get this job, I believe, in Idaho.
Yeah,
and it was for a high-speed rail, and he was supposed to be the top of the team or whatever. And after his hell of moving and all that shit, he finally got to the place where he starts his job, and all of a sudden, it's all over the news. This company's been stealing money. They made him the head guy, so it's basically they just made him the fall guy. He don't know what the fuck is going on, and the money all got, just magically disappeared.
Hey, I hear something weirdly crazy. Monorail, you know when it came out? January 14th, 1993. That episode of fucking Simpsons, 1993.
90s.
Bro.
Monorail.
Like, this is the frustration that I have with everything. Is the same stupid shit keeps happening. And people are like, this is the first I'm hearing of it. You're like, it keeps on happening. Yeah. What is, like, there's no mystery here. But, sure enough, people are just, what? I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
Fucking monorail.
That, dude, it's fucking unreal. It's unreal. And the fact that, people will still defend what's going on in California. Just like here's one that I saw not too long ago. This was a few days ago. Remember the idea I said, and I'm sure I can't be the first person that thought of it, putting pipes from the ocean with desalination sites to take water across the state and maybe over to the desert areas. Sure. Now they're talking about projects on doing it. Why is this? How long has California been a state? I mean, in California's
longer than it should have been.
In California, Hollywood's heyday. Yeah. Back in the black and whites when everybody was still dressed up and, all the fuckery was under wraps. They had the class enough to do it behind closed doors. Fucking, they had the money. They gave them, was it the Kincaid dude or one of them motherfucking dudes, the money to fucking dig up lizard fucking tunnels under the goddamn city. Yeah. You couldn't put these, really? I feel like the whole pipe thing was, and now that I'm thinking about it and the timing of everything, I feel like it's going to be the new monorail. I feel like the pipeline is going to be the new monorail. It's going to always be in the wraps. We're going to always need this federal money. We're going to always need this taxpayer money. But that water is never going to hit the desert.
No, that's correct. And realistically, is that like they're just thinking up new things to get funding for stuff that's never going to happen. That's what they're doing. And that's the stupidity of all of this, is where you're going, or you could use the money, provide jobs, get shit done, and we actually have progress. And they're like, oh, no, we don't want progress. We just want the money. And you're going, okay, yeah, you're fired. that to me makes the most sense. Or like, oh yeah, well, you're a piece of shit. Go fuck yourself. Fair, reasonable. I'm okay with that. You're garbage. I'm not playing with garbage. See you later. And they're like, no, he should be president. What? The lizard man himself? Absolutely not.
So, we're gonna end on this. Another thing that's kind of being swept under the rug. Well, the one thing is being kind of touted and is pushed out above the other. Trump's numbers have fell pretty rapidly.
Sure.
Within like a week. He gave some kind of speech. I don't know what the fuck he said, but whatever polling, and it of course was plastered all over the next day. His polling dropped like substantially.
Of course.
It happens. Motherfucker, look at Biden's fucking polling. Look at Kamala's polling. As much as y'all thought they was your saviors. Yeah. So even on Trump's shitty day, he was still better than them on this polling.
Yeah.
Now, fuck, where was I going with that? God damn it.
Polling.
It was something that's not being talked about. Okay. So one of the things Trump ran on was no tax on tips and no tax on overtime for the workers.
Awesome.
That was in the big beautiful bill.
Yep.
That is a federal law. So, and I'm still trying to understand how this is working because I always thought I was taught that federal law trumps state law.
That's correct.
No pun intended. But federal law is supposed to trump state law.
Correct.
So now there are, and one of the other hosts from one of the other shows decided he wanted to try to check me on this. And that's why I wanted to make sure I got this in here. Blue states, predominantly blue states. When you look it up, it says red and blue states. I'm going to get to that. But blue states and more. He just said Colorado was the only one. That's old news. Colorado, I believe New York. People in New York are having a fucking fit. Colorado, New York. I believe Michigan might be leaning that way. And there's another one. Oh, Chicago. No tax on tips. Or they're not gonna allow that law to be utilized. They're not gonna let
that's against the law. Like, I don't know how to make this make more sense to people. And if you don't follow federal law, you're breaking the law. Like,
apparently these governors think they don't fucking have to listen to federal law anymore.
That'll
because
get you in jail.
I'm sure with all the fuckery that goes into California, I'm surprised California wasn't the first one to say no. Now, when you look this up, when you look it up on Google AI or whatever the fuck you want to do, it says red and blue states are defying this. When I looked it up, I decided to just ask which red states are defying. No. Some red states are considering different things that are in the big, beautiful bill. And they're up in the air on whether but it has nothing to do with the tax on tips and nothing to do with the tax on the overtime. The blues are specifically saying, no, we're keeping your fucking money. Now I watched this girl. Like they did an interview with this girl. She, a waitress in New York.
Yeah,
damn near in tears. She said, honestly, out of an $8 tip, she takes home $3. That's their livelihood. $3 fucking out of it. $5 goes to the fucking government. Taking or being able to utilize this law would let that poor girl take home her $8 fucking.
Yeah, that's insane.
And they said no.
Yeah, that's
just the look on your face. It's like
I'm trying to find it as well. So there's so it's currently South Carolina, North Dakota, Montana, Idaho are the only 4 states that are entirely conforming with Trump's personal tax thing. That's the what
right.
the
That's totally conformed. That means they got issues with other parts of it.
Yeah.
But with the every blue state that has, in the consideration, their issue is the tax on tips and the overtime.
Which is like
that's what you choose. That's the hill you're gonna die on, is keeping your people's money.
Yeah, which like
and you notice none of it is about healthcare.
No. That's the worst part. Like, if you presented an argument with saying, hey, we have a disproportionate amount of people who use tips, so that's going to directly affect how the state is run, I would listen. I would listen to the argument and be like, okay, let's find a way. Maybe we can have a threshold or something. Fine. But like, there's no trying to explain it or anything. You're just like, no, we want people to pay taxes. And you're going, oh, okay, but the government says no. No, we're not listening to that. We can do whatever we want. All right, fine. I don't know. It doesn't make no sense.
Not at all.
Straight to
Not
jail.
at all.
Straight to
and
jail.
For anybody who can find me the red states, I would appreciate it, because I want to put them out there too. Any red states that are specifically got an issue with the no tax on tips and the overtime, please let me know. Let Dino know. Let one of us know. I encourage it. I got no problem with it to say I'm wrong. I mean, but as of right now, you could put whatever the fuck you want in red and blue states or again. No, I'm talking specifically about the tips and the overtime.
Yeah.
And when you specifically bitch about that, not the healthcare, not the environmental regulations, not the this, not the, when you specifically, and you got multiple states specifically fucking focusing in on the tips and the overtime, you're fucking your people. That's just a money
100%.
grab.
100%. Are we doing movie night tonight or what?
Yeah. We're done with the Christmas time. I don't know if there's any New Year's movies or New Year's horror movies. I'm sure I can. I mean, you want to pick one, or you want me to pick something?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I gotta piss real bad, so we'll talk about it offline. Yeah, well, let's shut it down. I gotta go.
Yeah, well, so check us out for Movie Monday, and thanks for listening in. This has been Motherfucking Monday, and see us. I don't know about What the Fuck Wednesday. There's always been issues on how they tax tips. People just don't claim them when they tipped in cash.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, the thing in Ohio is if you don't make over a certain amount, you don't really have to claim them. But they used to be like that. Lord knows what the fuck's going on over here.
Now, if you fart too long, you have to pay extra tax. That's fine.
Yeah. So y'all be good to each other. Be safe. Winter storm's coming in. And we're out.
Later. Jesus. I'm still looking at that cornbread recipe.
Cornbread.